Hey guys, back in the basement again for another sports recap. Guys, this time we're talking about the horses, the ponies. It's derby time in my city, and it's always exciting. It's always jumping. Something's always happening in my city around this time. We're talking about a 2 week event, starting off about the second or third week of April, and it ends on the first weekend in May. So, guys, with that being said, we got to talk about these horses. I'm not a big horse guy. I don't get into the races like that, but I know a little something about them. And what I do know, go with the long shots. Always put some coins down on the long shots. And guys, that's exactly what I did this weekend. I put a few coins out on the long shots. But guys, I got to get into it, let you know what's happening though. There's been some updates. There's been some changes. Matter of fact, let's call it what it is. There's been some scratches. You know what I'm saying? And it happens. It happens. You're gonna get this in racing, where sometimes, right before the Derby, the race kicks off, they're gonna have to scratch. Some horse gonna get eliminated. And guess what? They're gonna replace it with another horse. If they have the alternates. Sometimes they have them, sometimes they don't. Fortunate for this time, we had a couple of alternates. So guys, we had two horses that has been scratched from the Kentucky Derby, the 2026 Kentucky Derby this year. Um, it happened today. It happened today. Silent Tactic is one of the ones that was scratched originally. That one happened on Wednesday. Fulfiller happened today. So, you had some news breaking between yesterday and today come out. Now, of course, they was able to find a couple of replacements. You know what I'm saying? So one of the replacements, and this one is a long shot of the group, it's Great White. 50-1 odds on that one. And an Ocillant, he's a 13-1. Now, I end up picking both of these horses. Not picking them both. I picked both of the slots. Right? So those two slots are already in there. Now, if they didn't have a horse to replace the slot, I would have to take my ticket back and go get a refund and get my little money back. But since they was able to find a horse to replace the slot, just fall right in. Now, unfortunately, your odds are going to change on the horses because the other horse who's taking that 13th pole position, whose odds went from, I think they was like 30-1 or maybe 20-1. Now it's up to 13-1. So if I do win, it's $1 to every 13. That's how it goes. So say I put $5 on it, right? And it's a 20-1. That ticket's worth $100. That's what it is. So that's how you got to do it. That's how you do the math. I allotted a certain amount of money that I was going to bet on these horses. I got my tickets here. As you can see, it's one of them I just damn near dropped. But I got all my tickets here. Yeah, let me see. How many? 1, 2, 2. I got 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 tickets here. Now, of course, I picked all of them to win, none of them to lose, no place to show. I didn't do it on these tickets, but I did put a couple tickets for the win, place, and show. You know what I'm saying? And I put them in order. So horse number 6, horse number 1, and horse number 5. Win, place, show. I got them in that order. Now, whether it's going to come in that order, I don't know. But that's what it's called gambling for. You taking a chance, right? It is what it is. But with that being said, I want to show you guys what happened when I did go down to the spot and place my bets. Here we go. Let's go to the beautiful bean footage. I want to apologize about the volume. It had a lot going on. So right there, that's me explaining why talking about the scratch, finding the scratches, because they normally would label on there if some had scratch at that time. But at that time, there was no scratches on the horse. But as you see a little bit on the video, if you go back, you see the list of horses. Well, there's the two horses I was talking about. So those two horses are the next two horses up, Great White and O'Silly. Those are two next horses up. Now, for some reason, if there's a couple more horses scratch, then these two horses will be next up for the opportunity to race in the Derby. But for some reason, if there's more than two and they don't have no more than 25, then they just run short. So then it'll go from a 20 horse field down to a 19. But right now, they still, to this day, as of right now, we got a 20 horse field. You got the two alternates that was been put in, and that's what I end up riding with in the slot. So those two slot horses was replaced, and it is what it is. It's what you see right here. That's what you see right here. So let's keep going with the video. But as you see the betted amounts right there. This is what you can bet, right? So what you got to do is insert. Well, you could do it either way. You could either get all your bets and go through, and then once the total comes up, then you can insert your money or your card, cash, or whatever means of paying that you have. That's how it goes. And so, of course, you could also bet the minimum. So the minimum is usually, I think, $2. You know what I'm saying? That's the minimum. But right here, you see the amounts people normally bet. You got to go from one all the way up to 1,000, or you can do a custom amount, as you see right there. I don't know what a custom amount is going to look like for some of these people if you got to go past 1,000. I would hate to see what that looks like, but it is what it is. But right there, that's what. Well, first things first. If you go back a little bit, let's start from here. So you bet. I'm using cash, right? So that's why you see me push that cash emblem. So right here is the big race. You see where it says Kentucky Derby, race 12. That's the big race. That's the race that everybody's want to see. That's the Run for the Roses race right there. Projected to go off at 6:57, race number 12. So that's the big race, right? So if you look up here, if you enter the Oats, that's the Oats big race, race number 13. But I'm not doing the Oats. Oats are the ladies. Oats are the fillies. We're not doing that. We're doing well, let me say this, because there are fillies running in Kentucky Derby at times. I don't think there's none this weekend. I don't think so. I mean, it could be. I don't know. But as far as I know, I haven't heard them. They usually say it. But right here, it's letting you know I'm picking what race for the event. You pick the big race, and if the big race is what you want to race 12, that's what you go. That's what I'm picking. So as y'all seen, I picked the big race number 12. Yeah, and those are the list of the horses right there. So I'm speaking of, there's a 20 horse field, but there's 24 horse total. But the reason why they have a little bit more so they can have alternates in case some of the horse scratch. They always know every year a horse is going to scratch. That's a given. That's automatic. It's just about how many horses are going to scratch. Let me say this. If you've never been here, you just never been here, but it is a nice place. Again, So now this right here, I'm just displaying the Derby City gaming. That's what I'm in here. Yeah, like you said, I was talking about right there. You see the hotel. That's the Derby City game. Now, when it's been a long time since I've been here. Normally, I don't go to this one. Normally, I go to either the one downtown or actually go to the track. But this year, it was. Usually, let me stop sharing this. But usually, they going to the track is really better. I mean, it's a better atmosphere. You go get the opportunity and talk to some people while you're there. But the time that I went, the track was just now closed on, so I didn't get to make it right in before they closed, which is cool. I mean, I wasn't trying to do all that, but I just wanted to go someplace where they wasn't going to charge me to at least put my bets in. Now, if you wait till the day of the Derby, they're going to charge you. I know last season it was $25 on Derby Day. My schedule allowed me to go earlier and not get there and have to wait to Derby Day to go. So I was able to go yesterday and place my bets, and hopefully I win. We'll see. But I just want to give you guys an opportunity to see what it's about, opportunity to see how the Derby and the ponies are done. There's all type of methods. Some people pick all of them. I normally go by favorite trainer, certain trainers. If I'm trying to pick, saying maybe getting like a trifecta or just anything like that. Look, let me say this: if you're not putting your horse in a trifecta, you're not winning no money, because the odds are higher on the favorite horses, of course. So you got to put a lot of money, and then you're really not getting a lot for it. All right. But when you put the trifectas in, you know what I'm saying? When you put the trifectas, you get you a pick 3 or pick 4 or something like that. Then now we talk about some money. You can win some money on that. You can win big on that. Just a straight up picking a favorite, knowing that's more likely the favorite's gonna win. You're not gonna get nothing from it. You're not gonna get a lot from it. And if you do, you got to put a lot of money on it. Your best bet, if you want to come out and enjoy your night, get your trifecta together. Another way you could possibly get your money right, you do like I do. Grab a long shot, cross your fingers, hope they win. That's all I do. I do pick a trifecta. Normally, I ride with my birthday. The pick 4, that's when I kind of pick whatever horses who it looks like is the favorite, who has the best odds. I always put them in the pick 4. And of course I picked the one with the best odds to win. And then of course you get the place to show, and this is how I project them to finish. So normally I would do that. I didn't do that this year. I just did a little pick 3, which I did my birthday. Horse number 6, horse number 15. Well, no, I'm sorry. Horse number 6, horse number 1, and number 5, which is June the 15th. That's what I picked for my pick 3. I didn't pick no other horses in the pick 3, just that, because that's what I had left. I had $5 of my allotted amount left, so I picked the pick 3, and that's what I picked on the pick 3. I picked my birthday, right? That's only fair, right? You pick your birthday. So I used my last $5 that I was going to bet with on the pick 3, and it's 615. So guys, if I come with that horse number 6 and that number horse 1 and number 5 on that win play show, your boy won a little bit of change. Probably gonna be enough to do anything, not for real, because none of them was long shots. Horse number 6 was a long shot. The horse number 1 wasn't a long shot. Horse number 5 wasn't a long shot. They was like 15 to 1, 20 to 1, 5 to 1. So, it's like, oh man, even if we win, I ain't gonna come out ahead like that. But I ain't worried about the pick three if one of them goddamn long shots coming. Like one of them ones is 50 to 1. I do got 3 horses that's 30 to 1. I do like that. We'll see. So, guys, you want to know who to root for? Root for horse number 3 and 17. That's what we need. Horse number 3 and 17. You see it? We need that to win. Put $10 on that damn thing. Horse number 3 and number 17. Matter of fact, I go in front of that. I picked those individual tickets too. I didn't just put them on a 2-on-1 ticket. I picked them as individual tickets. This is horse number 17. I need to win. I don't know where's my ticket number 3. Oh, here it is. Ticket number 3. So I got them 2 horses twice. They the 250 to 1 horses. They the only 250 to 1 horses. But I'm gonna go to the bank on these if they win. I don't know if they will. I'm hoping they will. My fingers are crossed. We will see. But if it don't, it's all fun. It's all fun. I just have fun with it. That's it. I just have fun with it and make sure I do it every year to give back to my state by donating to these tracks that supposedly sends a portion of them so these kids can go to college. I'm gonna help pay for somebody's goddamn college. I'm not going to the strip club like some of these cats are paying for college tuition. I'm paying for tuition by betting on these goddamn horses. 6 tickets in total. We'll see what happens. With that being said, guys, if y'all decide to get on your online or do it on your local gambling websites, good luck. Hey, make sure you do remember this. Guys, if you got a problem with gambling, make sure you get some help. And if you need to, call that 1-800 number, Gamblers or Us, to get you some help, man. It's not worth you losing your rent money, your house payment, your car payment. It's not worth losing your family over some goddamn gambling. At the end of the day, it's not. With that being said, I'll catch you beautiful people on the next one. Right on.